And we are live. Welcome, everybody. I am your host, Doc Crump, with the inaugural episode of the 40k on the Spectrum podcast. I have my two aggressively autistic and very exciting guys here. Just so everybody knows, this is not a stream for kids. So if your kids are hanging out, maybe watch the stream later. Unless your kids are older, in which case they need to learn how to take offensive jokes. So then they're welcome. Oh, geez. Now I got my freaking phone screaming at me. So we got Mr. First off, we have the glorious, the stash from the past. We have Mr. Ian Crew. He is a moderator from our Happy Corporate Discord, and he is here to serve you all very, very well today. Ian, how you doing, baby?
I am doing good. I'm all the better for knowing that in less than 48 hours, I think, give or take, I will be in Mechlin at hopefully the same time as you. So looking forward to that.
Hot dog, baby. And then right next to Mr. Ian, we have the glorious Mr. Eirik, the boy wonder himself. This guy right here has been on an absolute tear recently. Eirik, you've won like your last, what is it, like 4 GTs you've attended, and I'm pretty sure those are the only GTs you've won, but you've just been knocking them down. Like, this guy's been putting the work in, and it's been paying off. And I'm freaking excited to hear what he has to say. Eirik, say hi.
Hello. Yeah, I play the Broken Armies and I win. So
Now, Irix mic kind of sucks. So, just everyone talk crap to him in the chat, please. Talk a lot of shit to him because, it is what it is. And if we start talking over each other, I'm just going to kind of hop in and, cool shit out. And then if Ian is too much of a jerk, I'm just going to put him in a triangle choke next week when we see him in Mechlin. And that'll be
Not a
glorious.
chance.
I'm just going to lovingly embrace you between my thighs. It'll be great.
I hope so. And then we can do some jiu-jitsu as well.
All right. So everyone, welcome. So we are all hanging out here, and we're all going to actually be meeting up next week, like we said, in Mechlin. So next week is one of the most important weeks of the year for Warhammer 40k. A lot of people don't care about the WTC because it's teams, but the people who do care a lot, and it is the preeminent teams event. But right before the teams event, we actually have the War Master, and the War Master is a 616-person super major. It's probably arguably the second hardest tournament in the world. The only tournament that I would say is harder would be the WCW, just by nature of it being an invitational. But the War Master is pretty sick because it's got basically all the members of the WTC who are wanting to run in singles. So it's got a very, very high level of player in there. And there's also some local guys who come in and have an absolute blast. And then there's Ian, who hides your wife, hides your kids for different reasons.
Exactly.
With that,
Keep him under lock and key.
what are you guys feeling, man? Well, you guys take it away, man. How are you feeling about the War Master? How are you feeling about your prep?
Ask me again at the end of the weekend when I painted like the mains of my army. I've currently got 2 Scorpius tanks to finish, 5 Pataxi, and like 6 Catathons and a Kit Bash resort. Other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. I haven't got that much to paint. It sounds like a lot, but I'm feeling pretty good. I've got a strong list. I just stole Team Norway's teams list.
Mad respect.
But
Still our flag I see right behind you too.
yeah, again, this is the flag from the Warhammer World Championships. I didn't attend. I just stole the flag, but I've got everything. I'm fully kitted out in Norway swag. So when we win, I will obviously embrace myself as a completely fellow Norwegian.
Classic.
I am actually learning the language as well. I actually speak pretty fluent Norwegian.
Yeah.
So
say hello to everyone.
Hello. I actually don't. You of all the things you'd ask me, oh hell yeah! What a guess. It's just that easy.
Mr. Eirik, how are you feeling going into this week of competition?
I'm feeling great. I'm gonna drink alcohol.
Yep.
And play Legion of Access, so I can't really complain.
Yo, speaking of alcohol, today is International Beer Day. So, gentlemen, drink them while you got them. Now, we're in Europe where it is currently 8 o'clock, so it's okay. And if you're in East Coast America, it's still afternoon, so it's all good. Drink them while you got them. Still not sponsored by Guinness for some reason. I can't figure it out why. At me, Guinness. Anyway, yeah, so War Master's coming up. You're running Legion of Excess. Now, this is actually a list that I kind of want to talk about a little bit because it's something that people 100% are going to be seeing. And I don't think people are really expecting it right now. I know everyone in teams is clued into it, but singles is not. You want to tell us like what's so crazy about Legion of Excess right now?
It's probably one of the highest damage output armies in the game right now, except orcs probably. And yeah, probably good except orcs. And it's has a crazy amount of tricks as well. With the Phenopain strats, the Thieves of Pain as it's called.
Is that the most annoying strat in the world, by the way?
It probably is, yeah.
Dude, how does it work? Explain people how bullshit this stratagem is. Like this thing's retarded. Like just break it down for people.
Essentially, you shoot one unit. Let's say you really want to kill my 6 fiends, and then I point at another unit within 9 of my 6 fiends, and say that unit will take damage instead. And then usually that unit is a contorted epitome-led demonette unit, which means it's 18 wounds with a 4 of heal pain against mortals. So essentially, whatever you try to kill has 36 extra wounds.
Which is glorious.
And then those demonettes also heal, of course.
Yeah, lovely, fair and balanced. It's the exact sort of army that you would play.
Super
brainless, nice and easy.
It's right up your freaking alley, man. And we got our first super chat of the night from Mr. 50 Mike. You glorious SOB. I'm sorry that we are not going to get to see you in Mechlin this year. I know you were thinking about coming up to the War Master, but I believe we'll see you next year. So thank you for the $15 super chat. Super means a lot. We will be drinking that super chat in Mechlin next week. It's going to happen.
Fantastic.
Ian, what would you say is the most annoying stratagem in 40k right now? Just out of curiosity.
Honest to God, after playing into Isaac, it's probably the one he just mentioned. Like, I also just hate Armored Contempt in general. Every flavor of Armored Contempt, and I don't want to see any message in chat like, "Oh, I am playing Emperor's Children. Mine's Armor of Abhorrence." No, fuck you, it's AOC. I play an army where, at the moment, my build in Admech is majority AP1, and I like scam it up to AP2 with like various like tricks of the trade to get double Doctrina. Shooting into a 2+ save army with access to Armor of Contempt makes me want to shoot myself. It is agony. Knowing that I just shot like all of my shooting to kill like 3 dudes because someone hot rolled their saves is probably the worst feeling in the world. So yeah, if I can just dodge all forms of Armor of Contempt at my 6 rounds of Mechlin,
Easy.
I still probably won't win, but I'll feel better about myself. Right?
No, bro, you're going shadow round for sure.
If I get to Shadow Line, I'm dropping. There's no way I'm playing that much Warhammer. I don't love it that much.
You want to dodge 80% of the
time. Yeah. If I feel pretty confident, if I could just dodge most CSM builds, 90% of Demons players, most Marine builds, every single Orc player, everyone playing Custodies, and like just for the sake of it, I don't want to play into Grey Knights or any uppy downy. Then yeah, I've got a great chance of winning.
Oh, I could do this.
Bro, well, why are you bringing Admech? Like, real talk. Break down the appeal of Admech to me for me right now.
So, I think Admech has always been a good army. I think Admech is super, super fun, and I was a big believer of Admech in 10th when they weren't as good. They did have a crazy power spike in 10th about the time of LGT. Don't ask me how that went. I think the army is like super, super solid. The reason I'm bringing it is, one, it plays PA super, super well, and 2, the new disposition system for Admech is insane. 2 DP, you get Rad Zone, which gives you some really, really good stratagems, the ability just to scam and battle shock your opponent, and just like loads of ways to like gain damage. You can like, get reels and deployment zones, lethal hits on demand, auto 6 like on Skatari units. It's just super, super like flexible. And Lords of the Forge being 1 DP is genuinely insane. All your tech priests get a 5 at Feel No Pain. You can AOC a tech priest unit on objective. You can fall back, shoot and charge. You gain loads of ability to action. You can remain hidden on a 2-up. You can force vehicles to battle shock. And then that makes you a 65-point servitor unit with access to AOC. The way allocation groups now is you probably don't wipe that unit. So I've had it survive like 5 wardens in melee because the 1 dude's got a 4-up. So you kind of just get lucky enough that the 8 other guys die. You save it on the dude with the 5-up Feel No Pain, and he's just alive. You can action and shoot with the servitors. You can advance and action. You have so many ways to do your action to be super annoying. And the army has got loads of damage behind it, and loads of damage that you can flex into what you need it to. You can double Doctrine on chickens to go up to AP2. You have access to Oath, multiple rerolls, Catapons Overwatch on 5s. You have so much stuff that can be annoying for your opponent to deal with. I feel it's great in the meta at the moment. Is it the best army in the game? No, because I'm not playing Legion of Excess because they own like 60 Demonettes. But I love it. It's a fantastic army. Also, big as it's like 90% painted, so it's super easy for me.
I actually took my very first loss of the edition, which is a crazy thing to say that we're this far in. I just had my very first loss of the edition. Of course, orcs are not busted; they're super fair, and I don't want to hear any complaints about them.
Okay, bro.
Yeah,
it's pure skill.
I think
sure, man. Sure, not broken at all.
They should avert Greentide and make Greentide 2 DP again. I think it's too hard for those orc players.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, the Crumper stock is up through the roof. You have Orcs and DA being like probably the 2 top dogs of the meta right now.
I feel great. But yeah, so Orcs, like I just had my first loss, and it actually was against Admech. Now, to be fair, I went full psycho dumbass, and I went full send in turn 1, and probably wasn't the correct plan. But even with that, actually the only reason I lost is because I failed a 4-inch charge on gas, which is like pretty bad. Like that was pretty abusive. But Admech did hand me my first loss of the edition. So
fantastic. And for everyone asking, yes, it was me. I did beat Johnny. I beat
No, it
Johnny
was
now,
not
I
you.
think 5 or 6. Oh, that's crazy.
It was actually
how
a
you
lovely.
It's
Swedish-
never been you.
It was a lovely Swedish man named Ricard, who, by the way, once again, I was in a bad mood that day, and I probably was kind of a jerk while we were playing. So I really appreciate him being like a super good sport and understanding that I was being a dick, but I'm not actually a dick. So thank you, Rickard, for having like being a Chad and just having a great game regardless of the fact that I was in a bad mood that day. You're a rock star. But yeah, so we just heard this freak talk for forever. So Mr. Eirik, your turn, man. Like, I want to hear about why are you running Legion? Like, why is that the army?
I love being fast. I love doing damage, and I love tricks. So it's kind of the perfect fit. And also, demons are my first and one true love.
Yeah,
so when I had 130 demonettes lying around in the box, then I thought I should use them.
Just casually had 130 demonettes. Oh gosh, I don't even want to know what your manga collection looks like.
It's stupid.
It's stupid. No way. He's definitely got. Do you not check his laptop? Anyone here check his hard drive as well? I don't trust him.
We got.
We have had a.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'll let you do it. I was saying we have a super chat and a question from Ryan Harris.
Give it.
What are your guys' honest thoughts on stat checklists, aka 30 Wolfguard Terminators, Deathwing Knights, healthy for the game, and do you play them yourselves on occasion?
I want to hear
That's
you
a good
guys'
question.
thoughts because this is a great question actually.
I've played stat checklists. 1 year ago, I played DK when they were like very undercosted. I hate playing stat check. It's for me the worst way of playing Warhammer. It's
says the guy who's running
yeah.
60 demonettes and 2 keepers and zeros.
Yeah, but it's not stat check. It's not stat check. It's
you dumbass. You liar.
That's not stat check.
No,
Everyone can kill demonettes. Everyone can kill demonettes.
Everyone can kill demonettes, but can you kill demonettes regen and then also bounce wounds to fall through and paint other sort of demonettes?
I hate stat check. I'm just.
Yeah,
no, it's not a stat check. It's not a stat check.
Genuine cunt.
It's not a stat check.
Listen, for everyone who wants to side with Eirik and think I'm being mean for him by calling him a liar, what the army does is it fully advances as far as possible in turn 1, and then in turn 2 it charges its entire army at you. And if you live, you lose, you win, and if you die, you lose. That's what the army does. But
no.
Yeah.
No, I just
dispute me. Go ahead.
I just put 2 keepers in people's faces, and then as soon as they go out to kill them, I kill them back. You know, return after.
It's not a stat check army on my keepers who somehow dodged the -1 to hit stacking with ballistic skill nerf, and can also have cover because you can tuck the giant claw behind any bit of terrain in 11th. Yeah, my guys, not stat check.
Oh yeah, whenever you shoot any of my units, don't forget I have an extra 36 wounds just banked for it. Well, it's not a stat check.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, okay, bro.
Okay, so Ian, your answer to the question, please.
Honestly, I'm also guilty of playing CK back when Triple Despoiler was insanely. I'm not going to say undercosted. I'm going to say fairly costed because I still believe that they should avert it. But no, I think it's fine. I think it's in teams. It's definitely something that will always happen. There will always be some building teams to capitalize on a gap in a matrix. For singles, I had like lots of people dooming when you play against me, like when you play against Star Trek, because it can be kind of unfun. But also, there's lots of like builds in Warhammer that can be unfun. Like, there's lots of ways that you can just build lists, whether you do it intentionally or not. To play like that, it's just like the nature of the beast. I find, like, honest to God, like it's fine. Like, if you want to play 30 Wolfguard Terminators and just go bully someone, I'll go to an RTT and bully 3 people back to back. Then hell yeah, because like ultimately, like that is a decision you're making. On some people might be able to kill me, and if people have got enough AP to power through me and enough flat 3 or 4 damage just to smoke me, then I'll lose the game.
Yeah,
which is fine. Like. I think it's valid. I love it. I'm also very guilty though, and I'll admit, any chance I get to play a stat check, if I could ever play Triple Despoiler again, I would be on it in a heartbeat. If someone said to me now, Ian, just for you, we'll avert the changes, but you can never change your list, and you could always have to play 2 Carnivores, 1 Stalker, Triple Beast and Nurgle, Plague Bearer, Double Nurglings, and Triple Despoiler, I will play it, and I'll be the happiest man alive. I'd be like a pig in shit. Honest to God, it was like so fun.
I wonder whose list that was.
That is a list I got from Bjorn. We did discuss it slightly. Bjorn did wonders for really making that list very popular, and there was no one else who did anything for it.
It certainly
There was
wasn't the
some
guy
attempt.
on this con call with us right now. Certainly not.
No, the issue with Eilek is Eilek didn't believe the Stalker was very good. Eilek was very
No,
much against the idea
no.
of having the Stalker be a turn 1 Alpha Strike with a 6-inch scout. Eilek was a big fan of the Huntsman, but his consistency to put melters into vehicles, which I personally believe is completely wrong. It was very strong math hammer, but in practical essence of the game, it just didn't really perform.
That 140
And
points difference was everything. I agree. You're the
it
you're the
single-handedly changed the list fundamentally, and that's why
Yeah.
Eilek's version didn't, but Bjorn's worked very well.
Of course, classic.
Also, I've never played Everest Huntsman in any list. There is also that part.
We got another $10 from Mr. Five and Mike. Demon armies are not 40k. Yeah, I believe they are AOS. And did you guys know that Eirik was at one time the
Don't
top
even say
ranked
it.
AOS player in Norway?
It's actually crazy. It's for those of you who don't know, Eilek Rottnest Sunderland is a very interesting story of how someone got into Warhammer. Some could compare him to the Beethoven of Warhammer, but imagine if Beethoven, instead of having like insane musical talent, was just 6'6", unemployed, and played Warhammer like 16 hours a day. It's
Okay,
basically
bro.
two stories. But Eilek actually used to play Age of Sigmar so obsessively, and when he realized there was no like competitive drive in AOS, he then pivoted to 40k and applied that learning to get good at 40k. It's actually crazy. With the right
Now you're
mix,
gonna gaslight the entire internet that I've been an Everest player.
it's crazy. It's because it's not gaslighting if it's true, and it's genuinely insane that you'd even imply that I'd ever gaslight you. You're way too smart for me to gaslight you. Okay, I could never gaslight someone who's won as many GTs as you have back to back. By the way, it's just not possible. So there's no way I'm gaslighting you.
No, you're not gaslighting me. You're gaslighting everyone else.
There's no way that the average crumping viewer is so stupid they'd ever get gaslit. I just don't believe that. Johnny, do you believe your viewers are stupid?
Some of them, yeah.
Okay, bro.
I'm pretty sure you've watched the video, right?
Yeah, that's true. I think we're stupid.
I've read some of your comments, man.
Jeez. Gosh, never read the comments. Rule number 1 of social media: don't read the comments. By the way, I really appreciate most of you guys, because whenever there is an asinine comment, you guys tend to flood it for me, so I don't have to. Bless you. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for doing that. And then I'm just gonna weigh on the stat check thing too, because I want to talk as well. And I basically completely agree with most of what Ian said. Dude, a stat check is a list decision. Is a list decision that you make. If I make the decision that it's fine, I will lose X matchup, but it gives me all these other matchups, that's a choice we make, right? Like if I bring an army that has weakened to Votan, but I'm really good into the rest of the meta, then I'm willing to accept the fact that I'm probably going to lose if I run into Votan, and I'm great into the rest of the army, into the rest of the meta. That's the same thing as that's the same choice that you're making when you build a stat check army. If you run into the counter for it, you're going to be fine. Or, I'm sorry, if you run into the counter for it, you're going to lose. It's just a choice we make. You can't build an army that can do literally everything. It's that there lies the path of like I don't know, madness. When I make armies, I always like to lean into my strengths. So by nature, I always lean into the stat check no matter what. So if you look at my orc army, for example, got a 20-man blob of Gretchen with Zodgrod. They're going to be -1 to ballistic skill. They're always -1 to be wounded, so they're gonna scam you, because you're gonna shoot one, you're gonna shoot a freaking defiler at it, and you're gonna be pissed off when you realize, oh crap, I only killed 9 Gretchen, even though I'm wounding on 3s with no armor save. -1 to hit, -1 to wound. It scams people. When I run the Gazbrick T5, I can be -1 to be wounded. I have a 5 up field of pain. I'm gonna scam you when you shoot it. When you shoot at my Squig Hogs, T7 -1 to be wounded, 5 up and feel no pain. Like, you're going to get scammed. So I love running stat check armies, and basically every army I design will be stat check for a freaking reason. If you guys are going into longer tournaments like the War Master, like Ian's definitely going to drop out of because he's going to be tired.
Nah, never.
If you have 6, 7, 8 rounds, having a simplistic game plan is oh gosh. Oh my god. Having a simple game plan is a blessing, because you will get exhausted at these tournaments. You don't want to have to be like playing 4D chess every single round. You're going to end up making mistakes. And I don't mind losing Warhammer. I really don't mind when I get beat. I hate it when I lose. There's a big difference, right? If I do some dumb shit that loses me the game, I freaking hate it. If my opponent does some great stuff that beats me, I have a blast losing. That's no problem. So when I build simpler armies with a simpler game plan that lets me stay, in the zone and actually be playing good 40k over 6 to 8 battle rounds. I saw what you were trying to do there, Ian. Then, yeah, I don't make those terrible mistakes because I have a simplistic game plan. So anyway, that's what it was.
Yeah, and again, playing soundtrack's fun. Like, there's no better feeling than scamming someone on dice. Like just knowing that you have rolled like some inordinate amount of like 4-up saves, or you make them feel no pains, or you scam someone with 6s. There is genuinely no better feeling because you know full well that person's made like what may be this like a correct decision, and they just got fucked. And it's nothing better than having your opponent just to get fucked.
Yeah,
it's genuinely the best thing in the game.
For sure. No, I get that, man.
Mate, I won a game. I made on my 5-up invo on my Rangers. I made 10 out of 20 of them into a squad of bikes. I asked my opponent, is it worth me attempting to reroll? I failed a CP, rerolled a fail, and hit 11th 5-up. And that denied him 5 points for taking objective. It denied him 5 immortals to score assassinate, and it won me the game by a single point at the end of it. And I made 11 out of 25 ups. Just get fucked. It's
That's
delicious.
awesome. Good for you.
I love scamming people. It's the most fun ever. I can do it with Legion of Exodus as well. I killed 3 wardens on charge phase with one strat with 9 markets with the charge phase wardens.
My favorite thing in the world to do is specifically to scam Eirik. I have an impulsor that would like to have words with him. I don't know if you.
Not this again.
Dude, this guy shot like what was it? It took 2 despoilers to kill my one impulsor. Was that what it was?
Yeah. And I ignored cover on the first one.
I think I made 18 out of like 20 something 5 invulns on that thing. It was one of the most ridiculous things.
Yep. I still remember it.
I'm sure you do.
It's flashing through my mind every now and then when I think, I will just kill that thing.
I'm sure you do. Okay, so I got a question for you guys. After we had this the first patch of the edition, how have you guys felt? Like, how did that improve gameplay? Like, how did you guys think that was a solid patch? How did you like the way that they changed everything?
Good question. I think it made it worse. I fucking hate change. If there's only and the reason I hate it is completely selfish.
I hate change.
It's stacked. So I am the team captain for the Bristol Salmons. We are the best in the Southwest. TBC. Shameless plug. But it put Will from Tau onto party assets. It put Hallie onto party assets, and then Halo's Creed Admech became party assets. So I had finally spent ages to get everyone settled on a disposition to play for our team's event in November, and like get everyone practicing. And it fucked over my plan. And it is bullshit that I can't plan 5 months in advance to give people little jobs to do. That's why it's angered me. Other than that, I think the change is really positive for the game, but it's upset me. Also, fuck I like keepers for still having -1 to hit and sucking athletic skill. Fuck that, because I lost it with my Flux Masters. Also, they killed Sint, so fuck him again.
Yeah, they killed Sint, and you didn't even mention it. I lost frame on my screamers. I was so sad. Mate, that was the most fun thing ever.
Talking of scamming people, like frame on screamers was so unbelievably bullshit. Because you'd explain to someone how it works, they're like, yeah, I mean that makes sense, and then you'd do it to them, and they'd be like, what the fuck just happened to me? For context, you could effectively shoot an 18-inch gun from 46 inches away and not be shot back because you just shot via a screamer, and your screamer gave you this much distance. Screamers are like 60 points, so you lose nothing.
80.
Okay, 80 points, whatever. So you lose nothing just to shoot something. You can't even overwatch them because coherency checked end of phase or end of the turn. Or I don't even know. If you're like me, I never check coherency. I just assume it's probably fine. You just pull the model in the middle, and then you still shoot them and tell them to get fucked. It is genuinely disgusting. I can't believe they fixed it. I'm fuming. So to summarize, yeah, I love the changes. It's made me really happy.
Great, thank you, Ian.
Okay, bro.
Eirik, how do you feel? Because I have no idea what the hell he just said, so I would like to know what you think.
I mean, I kind of didn't like the change they did to T-Sons. I think
too much.
I think they hit T-Sons a bit too hard. Or I think generally the problem was that the what's it called, like Hex Warp Thrallband or whatever, like the +1 to win for psychic weapons, was a bit too strong with 2 of the 1 DP dispositions, and I think I would rather see a rewrite of the 2 1 DPs than making the other one unplayable, because it's just not good enough to be 3 DP. Which I mean is more work.
Or put like a tag in it that would say you can't pair it with this particular 1 DP.
Yeah, but even if you paired it with the not with the robot one, you would just pair it with the healing one, and the healing one is still good enough. So that's the problem, right? I don't know. It was fine overall. They hit my Keeps the Pain strat a bit, so I was a bit sad about that. This was even more bullshit before.
I hate you.
And they hit my glorious Tau, so I can't play my 30 Pathfinders with perma hidden.
Yeah.
With my crisis suits.
Yeah, but
which
like,
was
I think
great
we're talking
fun.
about these are good changes, right? Like that's not a bad change. Like,
Oh, what? No, that's a bad change in my eyes.
I think the best thing about the change is the timing.
Yeah.
5 days before WTC list lock,
Yeah.
everyone's going. It was like everyone was panicking, and I've spoken to a few people now who are obviously a lot more open now that there's like WTC NDA has been
Yeah.
lifted. It's so funny. A friend of mine, I wouldn't mention him, Stuart from Team Scotland, was telling me how he pivoted through like 7 armies over 5 days. Of just that many, like having to make all these little changes, trying to get things to work. And I think it's so funny that everyone had to pivot and have so much panic. Only because I personally didn't have to. It's genuinely a creative time. Well done, GW. Next time, 15 hours before this lock. Really, like, snipe it as close as you can. I think they could do it. I think they're listening.
I actually think all the change was freaking awesome. I think they did a great job on it. I love the fact that they were like, hey, you know what? T-Sun's robots are a problem. Let's not murder the robots for every detachment. Let's just make this one detachment 3 DP, no longer a problem. Keep them the same cost, because it was the detachment combination, the rules combinations, not the points, that was the problem. In previous editions, they would have just doubled the cost of the robots. So I think this is a much more elegant and much better way of actually making the changes. I kind of love what they did. Green Tide was a massive problem. They slaughtered Green Tide specifically. They didn't slaughter everyone else. I mean, orcs probably should have been touched a little harder than they were. Listen, I agree.
Yeah.
They should have been touched a little harder than they were touched. But they at least slaughtered the thing that was the real problem, which was the Green Tide. Like, Green Tide, they lost like 150 points. They lost double leaders. They lost like strat advantages. So I think they did a pretty good job of targeting the things that were the real problems. Not saying orcs don't need more of a look. I actually agree that they do, even though I don't want to admit it. But I actually thought they did a really good job of it, honestly. And yeah, actually, with Johnny's super chat here, let me read this because this is literally good timing. Reverse the CSM dispositioners. I only have one way to play Purge and 21 ways to play Disruption. What are we doing here? Okay, yeah, CSM, they got bad touched and they kind of got fucked. So, yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
They went a little too hard at CSM. I agree. Also, thank you so much for the super chat.
Hey, Johnny, keep playing Defilers. There you go. That's my tip.
But,
you can just play the same thing you played at the end of time.
Exactly. I do think the changes like overall is very good. The way they're approaching the balancing is very good. I fully agree. Things like CSM, where I think Purge is only as creations now. That gives you Purge in CSM.
Pretty sure.
Like so many ways to play disruption, and it's obviously very clear that disruption was like the red-headed stepchild of like what everyone wanted.
Still
so they basically just took. Yeah, I mean it is. Like I think it's probably much better. But they just like take all the stuff that's really strong and put it on disruption. It's like fine. I don't know if it's the best way to balance it, but it's definitely a choice that GW has made.
I think it's a much better way than it has been previously. Now, I would be willing to bet that as we go on in the edition, what we'll see is changes to the way that the scoring works in the primary missions. So a way that they could buff disruption isn't necessarily giving the better detachments disruption. What they could just say is, hey, you score an additional point for X in the Purge matchup, or Purge scores one less point for whatever. And I think we'll see that as we go on. That's just a prediction. I don't know that, but I think we'll see that.
Yeah, disruption versus PA is stupid.
Oh, yeah, ludicrous.
Yeah. You just get more points for doing the same thing.
Play the exact same game, but PA gets an additional 20 points.
yeah,
as they should. I don't think PA is showing up. Personally, as a PA player, fucking it's too weak. Buff it up. Interesting question. Interesting question. How would y'all fix Black Templars if we ignore agents, which we always should? Fuck agents. Black Templars is one of the worst armies in the game. I am not sure. I agree with you.
I don't.
I think Black Templars are pretty great.
I think they rock.
I think if you wanted, I think with Black Templars, there's always the case of you can always just do the classic 20 Crusader spam, play, take, and hold, and play quite passive and just tell people that you're either going to score loads of points, or they'll walk towards you and you'll kill them because you'll just stay perma hidden. There was an interesting build from one of the French members, Olivier, running about with like a Purge Hammer
really
East
strong.
Emperor Champion build. Yeah, with triple Land Raider, some blobs, and just bullying people with God Hammers, Lasvos. So I think there's definitely ways to play it. I think the issue with Marines is you kind of have the issue where there's the best Marine, which you will always see in teams, and in this case it's Dark Angels or Liberius and Shadowmark, whether that one is.
Liberius is something.
Yeah, that's the one. And then everything else is like playing second fiddle to that, and it's not seen as often, even though it is really good. I think there's so many good Space Marine builds, which is overshadowed by like everything being good. I think Black Templars is very, very good. I was very tempted to pick up Black Templars, like if I could find a good deal on them, because they are, I think, very consistently good.
You can run Black Templars in Headhunters Task Force right now and just table people in turn 1. Like, Headhunters Task Force, be with me for a second. Let's just take, I don't know, 3 Repulsor Executioners with 4 rerolls to hit that auto-advance 6 inches and have Assault. And since they pivot, they gain an extra 2 inches on the chart, on the movement. So they just go casually 18 inches in turn 1 and 3 Rep X's with 4 rolls to hit, 1 with sustained hits, 1 with 5 up invulnerable save. Just table you in turn 1.
Yeah, there's some filth out there.
Yes. Sure. Like, Black Templars have ways to play. I do believe, when I look at the stats, because I looked into this, that people take this the way it means, but, it's going to sound like a dick. All right, it is what it is. The population who plays Black Templars are not very high ELO. So they're not. It's just not the highest skilled players playing Black Templars. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm saying all Black Templar players sucks. That's not what I'm saying. But I will say that you're probably not getting...
They do suck.
Ian says it. I don't say that.
It's the guard problem,
I will say, I believe that a lot of people just don't want to run Black Templars the way that Black Templars is good. That's the argument I would make right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head there. I think that's pretty much spot on.
Bro, there's another one. Let me, because listen, I work with Black Templars player, and they're doing pretty freaking well right now. Like, I got one guy who's running a Companions of Vehemence build with the blobs, the Crusader blobs. Do you understand how? Do you guys know what? All right, this is probably the most bullshit strat in the game right now. Check this out. Ready? Companions of Vehemence. They have a stratagem that allows you to do a do a surge move based off of an opponent's move. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you end within 8 inches of them, they can do a surge move.
So we're doing Blood Legion.
Right, with Space Marine shit. It is
there's so many ways
how powerful that is.
Especially now as well. People won't be expecting it, or when you combo that, I imagine, with Into the Fray, and you move towards someone, stand right next to them, and then just charge the fuck out of them.
Dude, it's crazy. There are a lot of ways to run it.
Yeah, again, it comes back to the thing we said earlier. There's no better feeling than scamming someone in Warhammer. And if you're going to move on your opponent's turn and just charge them,
brutal.
You're just playing the game. You have any time you can do something on your opponent's turn, whether it's move or shoot back or anything like that. You're gaining so much value. It's so good.
Yeah, man. I completely agree with that. Absolutely. So, hot take. We think Black Templars is good, but we just want you guys to, I don't know, get a little more creative with the way that you're playing it. I think.
Or if you don't want to get
by
creative,
playing not Bastion and Task Force.
Yeah, right. It doesn't have to be Bastion. Bastions are good, but it doesn't have to be Bastion.
Or Gladius.
Or Gladius. Fair. Totally fair.
That's...
Derek Hood wants to know, how exactly does the first turn hidden work? I'm sorry. It just works. Like, I'm not sure what the question is. All right, let me explain hidden real fast. Hidden is if every model in your... if you are an infantry, beast, or swarm, and you are touching terrain and you have not shot this turn or the turn before, you're hidden, and you can't be shot unless your opponent is within 15 inches of you, outside of modded fires to the detection range. Now, in the first turn, you don't have to worry about the qualifier if you haven't shot in the previous turn, because there was no previous turn, so you obviously haven't shot in the previous turn, so it just works. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I actually have a question for both of you, because I don't know how to answer this. So Saima Gaming, shout out to a great event. So if you guys are in the Nordic area, you should go hang out with the Saima guys in Finland. They run amazing events. He wants to know our thoughts on Death Guard. I don't know anything about Death Guard in this edition, and I feel kind of ashamed for that, but I just don't know anything about it. Do you guys?
I think Death Guard is, at least if I'm allowed to talk about a bit about teams.
Yeah, talk about
I think they're a very, I will get 10 every game. They're very stable. I think they're a bit too slow right now for for 11th.
Is that really a problem? Because I found like my 6-inch infantry just love it. So if you have 5-inch move infantry, it's like, is that big a difference?
I think it's a big enough difference because your 6-inch infantry can suddenly advance and charge. Theirs can't. And also their shooting platforms are 10-inch base move, not really doing anything more than that, right? So it's a bit of that with the hidden. Because they've relied very heavily on their shooting platforms in the past, and I think they still kind of need to rely on their shooting platforms.
Okay.
Their demon engines.
Okay.
But I think they can take and they can hold. Virulent Victorum all the way.
Bro, take and
-1
hold.
damage, still good.
Take and hold is like the strongest disposition. I mean, I know PA has a slight advantage into it, but like it's only slight, and take and hold's really good at literally everything. So
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's it. I don't know anything about Death Guard, but I can tell you there's a massive difference between 5 inches and 6 inches. Ask me how I know. But no, I think
See, Eirik, don't worry. Pardon me, Ian. We have to explain to Eirik what you're talking about. Eirik's a young lad, so Ian just made a joke about a small penis. That's what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And like a penis is the thing between your legs.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. I do agree.
He's definitely perked up now. We're talking about penis instead of Warhammer. There we go.
How that works.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, bro.
Uda loop, bro. You saying my soda can disappears while I'm on screen? It's not soda. This is good old fashioned Norwegian öl.
Beer.
But yes, it's because my green screen is weird and it's not actually up, but my camera thinks it's up. But he also had a chat. Actually, Uda loop had another question about reconnaissance. He says that he doesn't see a lot of people talking about the disposition of reconnaissance. Now, I find
recon is broken.
Yeah, dude,
I love
think
it.
Recon's amazing. I think Recon is probably not. It's like the third most popular disposition right now, but it's arguably second strongest.
It's very strong. You just have to play something that's fast and hopefully melee, I would say. You don't have to play melee, but I think it's better with fast melee.
Okay.
Like Legion of Excess.
Which is totally not a stat check, by the way.
Nope.
Not a stat check. 65 up inbuilt models which can bounce wounds to them is not a stat check.
It's not
just
a stat
everyone
check.
knows.
Nope, it's not a stat check. Clown. They can only move 15 and +1 to charge all of them.
What were you gonna say, Ian?
Probably just abusing. I completely forgot.
Yeah, you're not up there in the age, so you do forget things from time to time.
I'll just use this time to call like a gimp, honestly.
Okay.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay. All right. So, what are the things that you're looking forward to? Like we have this week, we know that Team Norway is obviously going to win the WTC. Everyone can rest in pieces because we'll obviously crush everyone. What are we going to do once we're world champions?
I mean, we have to launch our podcast 40k on the Spectrum for real.
Dude,
yeah,
40k.
Me and Ian full time.
I would adore hosting you guys, but I also understand you have your own identity.
Yeah, I mean it's also
right.
it's like Brand-esque, of course. I think so. He's one of those. You can't trust him.
Yeah.
I reckon. What do we do once Norway win? Of course, there's only one answer, and it's very obviously hookers and blow.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know the prostitution scene in Mechelen, but boy oh boy will we find out.
Oh, if you go down to Brussels, they get a whole red light district. So you're good to go.
Well, there we go then. I think there's I think that's probably it. I think we probably win the event.
Yeah, man,
I say we honor the Norwegian Havorden Hardiga.
Are you sticking around?
And I think
Waterboy right here. Waterboy.
Yeah, I'm around. We leave on the Friday, so I'll be there for literally game 1 to watch you guys beat Ireland, and then I'm off. So I'll probably have to get my hookers and blow in a little bit early, a bit preemptively, and then just get more warmed up for you.
Tim, I don't want to cut my hair. Holy.
Yeah, I fully agree. Yep, if I go inside my GT, he'll cut his hair. And I actually think Isaac said earlier before we went live, he'll happily play the entirety of Cyber GT in a maid's outfit. Which is crazy because he already owns one, which is why I think it's looking for an excuse to bring out.
It's in the same closet as all those mangas we were talking about, so it makes sense.
Yeah, he loves it.
Okay, bro.
So I've got a little.
I
Trick.
really wanted to go to Saima GP, but I couldn't make it.
I've got a little trick. So at the War Masters, every single game
Yeah.
needs to be a beer bet. Winner has
Yeah.
to buy the loser beer. It's the way it goes.
Great.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I again.
And if either of you guys get to play me, it's going to be a shoey bet.
Game.
Yep.
Oh, but oh my god.
It's going to be a shoey bet for sure. 100%.
Yeah, that's gonna be horrible though. But sure.
It's
Yeah,
happening.
let's
We use the
go.
clocks. Mate, I'll be wearing my clocks. We'll bring them in.
A croc shoey.
Yeah, we can all like we can all put our lips to it and like nurse it a little bit. Yeah, I think it could work quite well.
So
I remember War Master last year. My round one opponent. He went for the strategy of trying to get me drunk before before the game was over, so I could do something drunk and he couldn't manage it. So, you know.
very, very classic strategy. All right. Before I get
Yeah.
distracted by like the glory that is up here, I did have another thing to say about Recon because Eric had mentioned that he thinks that it's a lot better with a lot of your melee armies. I just want to point this out. Forge Father Seekers is still bonkers busted strong. And it's amazing in Recon. As a matter of fact, Toby Bennett, he does Tactical Rock 40k, so shout out to him. He took Forge Father Seekers for Recon, and he went undefeated at the Birmingham GT. He didn't quite make top cut just because of the way tiebreakers went out, but he was undefeated in it, and that was even when you could run it as Purge. The reason why I think it works so well in Recon is because now suddenly the army is basically identically as powerful, as fast, as strong, but you don't have to full send in turn 1 and turn 2, where you kind of did to play for Purge to get your points of Purge. And that is a godsend to them. Not to mention those Infernus Marines can both shoot and action, which is pretty dope. So yeah, I don't necessarily agree with you that you definitely really want to be shooting for the melee armies. There's a lot of ways that you can do that in shooting. Forge Fathers is an incredible example of it. That army is
Yeah, I think you just prefer
strong.
melee. I think I would prefer melee at least. Is my take.
It's so weird
It's
for
'cause,
me to
I
hear
do
you
agree.
say that.
Yeah, it's because Alex struggles to draw lines.
Ah,
So instead of
right.
checking line of sight, he just pushes his model forward with his big fucking retard hands and just push the. That's all he does. It's nice and easy for him.
Then
As
and then I
opposed to-
point this one takes damage for this one.
Yeah, exactly.
You heard it here, guys. Pro coaching tip: if you suck at drawing lines, just play melee.
Mate, fuck it. Like, it doesn't. Like, you don't need a shooting phase. You just need to. All you need to do is just throw grenades every now and then because it's like pretty good, and just fucking don't fail charges. And Warhammer is actually that easy. There's no.
Can't throw grenades at demons, so your plan is already out to win, bro.
Oh, there we go. No, then again, as demons, you get to fucking spend CP and do mortals on the charge anyway.
Oh,
Like,
gosh.
so you don't even
Uncapped.
have to have a shooting phase. Exactly, it's so easy.
Uncapped.
Genuinely,
We can finally crushing impact. I'm so happy.
So
genuinely, if
how are you guys feeling about the current win rates? Because I know we got win rates from like this week, and when we were looking at the win rates from this week, interestingly enough, EC is top dog right now.
Yeah.
oh, I'm not surprised. I
Yeah.
think that's
Here, let me pull them up on screen so we can look at them. I'm gonna make your guys' faces a little bit smaller so that we can kind of
fantastic.
look at them.
I think Coterie going to PA is absolutely fantastic. An army that wants to
Where do I see these win rates?
And I'm trying to pull them up here. I'll share them in our group chat, and then I'm gonna put them up on the screen for people to see with us. So if you guys look at our Discord chat right now, you can see them there. And let me just go to this, and then I'll see if I can just do like this. And pardon me, guys, while I get this thing kind of like
get it set up.
yeah, pretty much. Let's see here. Oh, that's not working. All right. Well, I can't bring it up here, but it's in our it's in our group chat, so you guys can see it there. So we'll just kind of have to talk it to you guys because I'm technologically inept, so I can't pull it up here for you right now. But basically, when we're looking at this thing, Orcs for the last week was a 54.1% win rate. T-Suns were still at a 54. Leagues of Votan, interestingly enough, had a 58.8% win rate. Emperor's Children at a 54.8. Dark Angels at a 53. Chaos Demons at a 56. Now, I was really surprised by the Leagues of Votan one as well. But honestly, it's looking like there's no one in the 60s anymore. Leagues of Votann is the highest win rate. Orcs is actually below 50. Is actually, I mean, they're still one of the top armies, obviously, but they're in the bottom half of the top armies. Custodians is actually at a 55% win rate. And then when we look at the bottom, you're really only looking at Death Guard at 39%, and everyone else was at least over 40. I'm not including Imperial Agents because that's not a real army.
No. Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
No, army at all. I think it's good. I think it's very reflected in the armies that have like made it to the like Seed 1, Seed 2 teams, WTC 8s of they're good armies. Like Votann's very popular. I think it's a very popular like off meta choice or like a counter meta, whatever the terminology is. They definitely seem to be very good. And again, I think Votann's also always will be one of those armies where there's just a build. Like there's always something that kind of works. There's always a way to play it. It makes sense. It's definitely the case now at the moment of like some of those armies like orcs and EC and demons are just probably a little bit too strong. But
Yep, I agree.
makes a lot of sense.
I agree. They're still a little strong.
I mean, it's just Slanesh being broken.
Nah, I don't even think
everyone wants to play. Everyone wants to play Demonettes, you know.
I don't even think that army's broken. By the way, I just think that it plays so in your face that people who are not used to pressure, they're not quite sure how to counter it. Deploy your crap on the table. Don't start in reserves when someone's about to charge you with 2,000 points at turn 2. It's a big difference. It's a big difference, guys. Oh my gosh, ridiculous. So we got a super chat from Mr. Johnny5477. Says, if you're going to get an EC player drunk to win, you got to make sure they're drunk by turn 1 because that's when they win. Fair, man. That's a pretty good.
I think it's very valid.
Thank you for the super chat. And I got all right. I got to respond. I'm going to get some flack for this. Listen, dude, in the chat. No one insulted you as a Black Templar player. Like, we were trying to give you actual constructive feedback. We gave you examples of how to play. Like, take the feedback or don't, but don't cry in the chat that I'm sitting here calling you dumb and that I'm insulting you. Like, you suck at playing. I literally clarified everything I was saying as carefully as I possibly could. Like, flame me on Reddit, bro. Like, stop crying in the comments chat. My least favorite human being alive is a grown man who pretends to be a 12-year-old girl on the internet. Like, I don't understand it, dude. We're literally up here trying to help you for free. You didn't super chat. We're just spending our time trying to help you. Don't cry in my chat. Get out of here. All right, back to the Warhammer. I can't handle that stuff. I can't handle that stuff, man. And the best Marine faction is Blood Angels, says Adam Skinner, who's not going to join us in Mechlin, but he's also right.
Yeah, Adam is a lovely guy. He's got all his Hello Kitty millions, which is absolutely incredible.
Dude.
Can you give me a prediction on any new Blood Angels models this edition? I don't even know the lore of Blood Angels.
Okay.
I don't know the lore of 40k.
Okay. All right. Can I do this? Ian, do I have your permission? May I?
Yes, of course you do.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want. I don't know what you're doing, but crack on.
Well, here's my prediction of Blood Angels minute models, guys. There's some pretty dope stuff. I have it from a source. I do not have an NDA, but I still will remain not mention the source. It is from someone in the company. They have let me know that the King in Yellow is coming to the tabletop game. I don't know if the King in Yellow is going to appear in 11th edition or 12th edition. It's possible that their release heralds 12th edition, but Constantine Valdor is returning to the setting, and he is at the front of his army of Thunder Warriors who have been cured of their super cancer, mutated warp-possessed Blood Angels who have sprouted wings, and blanks. If you guys remember, about 20 to 30 years ago, there's a series of novels called the Beckwin series, which was about an inquisitor who was searching for the mysterious enigmatic King in Yellow, who was searching for the Emperor's true name so they could kill him. Well, it was revealed that that was Constantine Valdor, and this is going to be an army that will be appearing in 40k. Now, like I said, I don't have timetable for this, and it's not an official announcement, but I have it from someone who definitely would know that this is an army that's releasing. So I don't know if we're getting what new Blood Angel models we're getting, although I do hope that we get actual Death Company models instead of just, normal intercessors with upgrade sprues. There is a possibility that we see this army released in 11th edition, which would bring Blood Angel adjacent stuff, which is pretty dope.
I don't know who Constantine Valdo is,
You
but
don't know who Indiana Jones is. I don't want to hear this from you.
that is.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I have no
that's
clue
not
who
cool.
that is either. I don't know any Warhammer lore at all.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
red's a cool color, so big up Blood Angels.
Yeah.
New Blood
Jump
Angels
packs,
models.
baby.
Yeah, you don't actually get new Blood Angels models. What you do is you'll get new Marines that have been painted like Ultramarines that you can then convert. I think Blood Angels are like very cool. I hope we do see more of them. And again, I with Death Company and things like that, I'm a huge fan of any model which makes like a Space Marine faction more different. Doesn't sound correct, but makes it increases its like ability to be unique. So yeah, I'd love to see it.
Well, I think what
I'd love to see
everyone's missing is that that's not a Space Marine army. As a matter of
Do
fact,
they wear power armor? If so, they're Space Marines.
yeah. So as a matter of
Ah.
fact, Constantine Valdor's mission is basically to kill the Emperor so that he can regenerate, and he hates all of the Primarchs. The only one he liked was Sanguinius, so he's not an Imperium faction. He's not Chaos. Yeah. He's not Xenos. He's something different. So I'm just saying.
It could be cool.
Big up, Constantine. My goat.
I'm just saying. I would, if that happens in 11th edition, I will be fully ecstatic, and I'll be playing a new army. So there's that. Simon Gaming's got a question. He wants to know who are the top 5 teams on the WTC. He wants everyone's opinion, and we can't choose Norway, but he does yell out row. Which, speaking of which, Team England, look out, baby, because there's no sky camera to save you this time.
Nah, easy. Top 5 teams is so easy this year. England always, Scotland always.
Oh my.
Yeah, mate, I love it. I love it.
All right,
USA, I think, is a good team. I will then need to name 2 more countries. I will say Latvia, only because I respect them so much. Showing pity on Felix. Yeah, only because I respect them for showing pity on Felix.
They did.
And I'm gonna say yep, and then I'm just gonna say England again.
England twice.
Because it deserves to be on their twice. Yeah, England twice.
You're actually memcapped.
I don't even know.
You're actually memcapped.
Mate, well, yeah, but I can't just be like, oh yeah, I think France will win it because they've won it the past 2 years, or Germany will win because they're really good. That's boring. Fuck that.
Yeah, F that. Let's break the rules.
I said what I said.
Let's let one army. Let's one team play 2 different places. Mr. Eirik, what are your predictions? Who do you think's top 5?
Top 5? France, Germany, Sweden, USA. I want to go Spain for Dark Horse.
Okay. So
crazy.
For me, I think US is the team to beat this year.
I didn't rank that. That was just.
Oh, fair play. Well, I'm just.
Yeah.
I think US is the team to beat this year. I definitely think France is up there. I'm looking more Poland this year. I'm feeling the Polish this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yep, I know.
They have some spice. Let me say it like that.
I know, but I'm feeling the Polish this year. I don't know, man. I'm not on the Team Germany train. England is like, I want to say England. I'm really close, but the problem is we're going to knock them out in the pod stage, which is going to be too much of a problem for them.
Yeah. You can't say England because we're going to win against them.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I think England is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of England. I love what they're doing. I love the list they've taken, and I love the way they built the 8. So we'll have to wait and see.
I do agree with you where I think I like Spain a lot. But I'm gonna go Australia, man. I'm gonna go Australia.
Oh, the Aussies! But they dodged us this year.
I think Australia.
They dodged us.
I think Australia edges Sweden out this year. I think so.
Okay. Their comp is actually super cool. I think their armies are very, very interesting. They have like the super anti-melee Blood Angels. I don't know if you've looked at that list.
There's a couple of really interesting ones out there. My favorite Blood Angel list though was from Greece with Georgios Flores, which I butchered his name by the way, but he's an awesome guy. I played him at War Master last year. It is like the definition of full send Blood Angels. Like it is nothing but 10-man jump pack units that are going sending. There's literally nothing else in it. It's awesome. It makes me so happy to see it. Oh, jeez, almost died. Well, let's clear through a few more of these chats, and I think we're basically gonna wrap up here. So we got Will Shuggles who wants to talk shit to Ian. That's good. And then Valthorn has a question. He says, "BA is good, but no one can point to why or any evidence." What do you? BA is at a perfect 50% win rate right now. and they're really good because they hit incredibly hard. They're incredibly fast. In an addition where melee loves the hidden rule, so it makes perfect sense. So yeah, now they're not broken. They're, oh jeez, I kicked the vacuum cleaner and turned it on. Pardon me. They're not
That's not
broken by
good.
any way, but they're very good right now. Yeah, BA is an incredibly fair army to play. So I don't know what evidence you want for that.
Again, I think BA suffers from the same thing that every like non-flavor of the month Space Marine suffers from, where one Space Marine faction is really good, and everyone will sort of go towards that, and it
Hunters.
sort of changes a win they for everything else. Like it's
Yeah.
it's the same thing for like Space Wolves, Templars, DA. Like one thing will become really good, really popular, and then everything else will kind of like fall to the wayside. I think BA still up there. I think it's like still potentially even a choice for like one of the best. It's just not as good as Dark Angels or what are the Shadow Mark ones called? It just gets eked out ever so slightly. Like
I want to go through hot takes that you might have for the meta army builds, stuff like that. I'm going to start with mine. My current hot take is I think Hammer of Averni is the strongest detachment basically in the game. And let me just pitch you on this for a second.
Yeah.
I can run Hammer of Averni, and my second detachment is going to be Vengeful Host. So I get it as taken hold. So now my Canic Var army, which has no access to advanced charge, it doesn't have to go purge the vow. This unit is Canic Var's Terminator Squad is practically unkillable for generating -1 damage, all that stuff. In Vengeful Host, I can take a jump captain who has the Orc's Bane weapon, which is 4 attacks, strength 8, AP 2, damage 3, cleave 2. And he can lead a squad of Vanguard veterans. Now, Canic Var gives a unit access to redeploy and then Scout 6. So I can send this captain and 5 5 Vanguard veterans 18 inches in turn 1. Charge whatever I need to charge. Spend 1 CP to give them sustained hits for free with a captain. So now they've got sustained hits and lethal with full rerolls to hit at strength 6 plus 1 to wound, strength 9 plus 1 to wound for the Orc's Bane. 12 attacks on that Orc Bane because into like a big blob because it's cleave too. I mean, it's obviously against 5 you get 2 bonus attacks. A 10-man unit you get 4 bonus attacks. It taps basically anything in the entire game. It is absolutely brutal with what it can do in turn 1, and it just forces so much horrible things on your opponent. I can also send an Eversor at the same time to go assassinate Abaddon, which, yes, Eversors can assassinate Abaddon, which is hilarious. And then the rest of my army is just sitting there unkillable with indomitable amounts of OC, standing on objectives. I think Hammer of Averni might be the best detachment around right now. Hot take.
That take is definitely hot.
I'm
Yeah,
so hot
I
dog.
don't know if I agree.
You don't have to.
But
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
didn't you beat Alec in the finals of a GT playing Hammers of
It was the
Averni?
semifinals. I got Satan
That's
scammed.
semifinals.
It was nonsense.
Yeah. Oh, because you did beat Alec playing Hammers.
I
So
did. I
maybe
did
Alec
beat Eirik when he had the most broken Chaos Knights build, right? Oh wait, no, he had a Huntsman. He had a Huntsman.
Yeah,
That
he
was
had
the
a
Huntsman.
no, I don't. Fuck off.
He loves it. He loves the Huntsman.
No, Eirik should have won that game, but he got so flustered he forgot to just do an action with his big knight.
Nah, fuck him. Alec shouldn't have won anything. He lost because he's a dog, and that's where he belongs. Send that puppy to the pound.
Eirik, give me your
I
hot
will
take.
say that game was the breakpoint for me, where I said I don't want to win any more Warhammer. I don't care, and then I started winning. So I guess advice for you: if you can't win events, just don't care about winning events anymore.
All right,
Just
Mr.
play
Eirik.
like you're nothing depends on it.
Eirik, give me a hot take, baby. What do you got?
Hot take. I don't know if I have any hot takes. I don't know.
Is that Legion XS
Yeah,
is not a
yeah,
stat check
is it-
army? Is that
Yeah, we made the same thing.
All right, Ian.
Maybe Ian has to start, and I have to think about it.
All right,
Do I have any hot? I do. I have a hot take, and it was that Infernal Puppeteer wasn't Vulcan, and GW were incorrect for the moving it.
Oh,
It was fine. Like, okay, yeah, it was egregious to play against, and it was strong, but it was so good for army identity. I don't think Sint, once they moved Flame from Screamers, was as good as everyone like thought it was. It was definitely very strong. I'm not gonna say Entei wasn't strong, But I will say, I think the moving Infernal Puppeteer is wrong, and I will forever like. And I'm not just saying that because I bought a Demon's Army literally like 2 weeks before they moved it. That's crazy, but no, I will die on the hill that Infernal Puppeteer was fine. Like it was
Yep.
absolutely a-okay.
I'll die on the hill that Infernal Puppeteer is still good. Plus 9-inch
You
detection
know,
range is freaking
that's
good,
a
dude.
that's a hill you can die on. It's not even about the detection range. It was about the fact that you could play the game with your birds before the birds died because they are quite squishy. Not all demons are static.
You're squishy.
And then it just gave you the ability to sort of build up momentum in the game, and then you can start doing the whole get to a board state where you can up and down your 2 birds, drop kill things, and then be harder to respond to. It just gave that ability to open up the game, and it also let you punish your opponents very well. Obviously, is that probably too strong? Yes. Is it egregious for people who don't understand how to play against it to play into? Also, yes. Do I miss it every day? And would I give probably most things I own to get Infernal Puppeteer back? Also, probably yes. So that's my hot take. It was never broken. GW belongs to move it. And GW, if you're listening, please give it back. I'll pay probably like, I don't know, 60 points for it. I'm addicted. I genuinely addicted to how it used to be.
Thank you for your contributions, Ian.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess my hot take is that Librarius Conclave should be 2 DP.
Whoa.
I think it's too strong as a 1 DP detachment, and I would rather it go up to 2 DP.
So no
That is
strats,
my hot take.
nothing. You just take it up there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is my hot take. I think it's too strong as a 1 DP detachment.
Even with the Fusillade nerf. All right. Cool.
I think you could give back the Fusillade back, but I think it should be a 2 DP detachment.
Okay.
Holy shit! What a dog shit take. Fucking hell. Mate, I'm really glad that I gave such a bad take, so that mine sounds more normal now.
Dude,
Fucking fair play to him.
Ian, every time I hear you go on a rant, like it always reminds me of this time. I was in Sweden. I was at a tournament, and I was sitting there with this Norwegian guy named Mikael, who's very very nice guy, and we were hanging out with Neil Kerr. If you guys don't know Neil Kerr used to be the leader of the WTC before he left for like personal reasons. And Neil's a great guy, but Neil is a drunk Scotsman, and I know you're not a Scotsman, but whatever. It plays for here. So Neil's pissed drunk in the bar, and he's talking at us for like 7.5 minutes straight, and he's having a great time, just dying laughing. You know, I'm slapping my knee. Mikael's over here slapping his knee, laughing. Neil leaves the table, and Mikael leans over to me, and he looks at me. He goes, "Man, I'm so sorry. Like, my English is so bad. I just don't know what he said for the last 10 minutes." And I looked at Mikael, and I said, "Bro, I don't know what the fuck he just said for the last 10 minutes." Because that wasn't English, that was drunk Scottish. There's a big difference.
I respect it. It's got to be done. But what you need to know is that I would die on the hill of anything. Give anything. I'd give my. You can have my missus. Take my dog. I want the Infernal Puppeteer back.
You're they them
Like,
dog.
Yeah, exactly. They can fucking take it. You can have all of them. You can take the missus. Take the dog. I would give my left nut for Infernal on the OG Infernal.
Did you
Puppeteer
ever get to
back.
play the army?
Oh god, no. I was in the process of I had the birds fully pinned out. I played it on TTS, and like it was always I was so close. I never got to do it. I'll probably still pick up in the future. I still think birds are good. I still think there's builds that play with the birds. However, I didn't get to abuse it at peak strength. And do you know what? That could be my reason. When I don't win the War Masters, is that I couldn't abuse Synth Legion.
Oh, that's right. Because you would have won had you brought Scintillating Legion, right?
Oh mate, yeah. Like obviously we can never prove it now. There's no way it can ever be done. So I'm very happy to make the claim that I would have won War Masters.
I will call Isak right now and ask him if he will let you resubmit your list as Scintillating Legion. I'll put $500 in his pocket to bribe him for you. And if you fail to win the War Master, that's coming right back to me from you.
Well, unfortunately, GW did nerf Infernal Puppeteer, so I can't take you up on that one.
Yeah, the Infernal Puppeteer was what was holding you back. Yeah.
Yeah,
you'd be undefeated if you know.
Mate, well, that's the thing. I am the best Warhammer player. I'm only ever held back by my army. Every person I beat is dog shit at the game, and they don't deserve to win. And everyone who beats me takes the game too seriously. It needs to learn how to have fun, and they're just try hard. So there we go.
Yeah. I get it. No, all my armies are the worst armies in the game, and everyone else's are broken. So totally fair. Totally fair.
Exactly the way it is, and that's how it goes.
Prancing Duck
You're
currently thinks that
such-
they need to bring back the old Mordaka. That's his
No,
hot take.
oh God, no. No,
I think it's
Jonathan,
fine.
I don't
They're
even want to
okay.
hear your hot take about Mordocco.
Dude, the only all right,
Don't
all right,
say
okay,
it.
no, I have to do it. I have to do it. Listen, for all you guys out there, Mordaka. The only problem with Mordaka was the fact that Zodgrod could be put into the wall in turn 1. If you got rid of that ability in that detachment, he was totally fine. I watched so many people deploy against Mordaka. This was a nerf from Mordaka on the line as if it was a normal Orcs army, and then cry when they got shot to pieces. Yeah, when you deploy in front of a gunline army, you probably don't deploy out in the open on the line. Just don't do that. If people had taken 3 days to figure out don't do that, the win rate for Mordaka would have dropped precipitously. I remember Jack was talking about it on Jack Harpster was talking about it on Art of War, and I love Jack. Jack's a cool guy, but he said some stuff, dude. He he was like, I can't believe that a unit of tank busters with sustained hits 2 picked up my entire squad of 3 wound Space Marines. It was so broken, the most broken thing I've ever seen in my life. It's like, wait. So you had your 3 wound infantry just kind of hanging out, ready to get shot by a turbocharged gunline army, and you're saying that you didn't live. I'm totally surprised. I'm totally surprised, man. I just heard people say that stuff constantly over the course of the 3 days that Mordaka was a thing. I don't know. I just don't stand out in the open against a gunline army. It's probably pretty smart.
No, I think Mordaka was busted. I loved
Yeah.
it. I only ever played it in Crusade, so it's not like playing actual Warhammer anyway. But 100% it was too good. It was a little bit too strong, a little bit too obnoxious.
I never even played it. I played against it a bunch. I never played it. Anyway, you guys have anything else to say?
Yeah, just go fuck yourself, Ian. That's basically it, yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Fucking.
Guys,
I want to see 5 people in chat right now say one bad thing about Ulrich. I want everyone to post a different thing about how bad he is. You can insult him for his shit ability to play Warhammer. He only plays broken armies. But I want to see who can get the most creative on who can abuse this man in the middle. He does.
Okay.
We don't typically
got that
support
fucking-
cyberbullying, but when it comes to Ulrich and Ian, please go ahead. Please cyberbully both of them.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah, you have to bully Ulrich because otherwise he gets too big for his shoes. These Age of Sigmar players are really out of control.
All right, guys. If you guys want to keep up to date, I'll be posting videos on Tuesday and Wednesday night next week during the War Master. I will not be giving any live updates outside of shorts, so I'll be doing shorts updates during the WTC, but that'll be about it. It's just that's gonna be like full time. But I will hop in on both Tuesday and Wednesday with some updates on how the week's going. If Ian is going undefeated, he'll be on there. Otherwise, he's going 0-6 because he sucks, and we won't have to worry about it.
Very fair.
And
Very fair.
well, actually, you know what, bro? If you go 0-6, I'm also having you on because that's also equally impressive.
Well, I mean, I went 0-4-2 last year, or last 2 years ago.
That's not impressive. That's not impressive.
Only up from here. Right?
Yeah, exactly, my man. So thank you all for hanging out with us for this glorious evening of 40k on the Spectrum. I'm probably going to cancel for this video, but I love all of you guys and all of you for hanging out with us. And we'll be back with a lot more information. And until next time, crump on. Bye-bye.
Jizzle.